stole it away from the defenseman, Barry, and then he looked right inside for the Sachems shot, and it was a great save again by Solomon. I thought it might have even hit the pipe. I don't know if Solomon took that one.
Bobby Cook fires wide. Action fast and furious. Could be, Kerry. I'd have to look at another replay. Look how quickly they got the ball in, but having trouble controlling Long Island. They finally pick it up. Perrotini loses it. And a timeout, however, has been taken before that by Long Island, so they will retain possession. And we've got timeout with 36 seconds left in this first quarter.
An interesting note, Barry, is as one of the rule changes in this game, when a team calls a timeout, the 1 minute they get from a timeout starts from the time they call it, not from the time that they get over to the bench area. So if you walk over to the bench area, you're taken away from your own timeout.
Well, recapping, Syracuse led 1-0. Long Island came back, took a 2-1 lead on goals by Bob Cook and Jeff Holmeyer. Syracuse tied it when Randy Powers got his second of the game, and then Todd Esposito and Holmeyer scored for Long Island, and Doug Hall for Long Island too. Let's join the huddle.
Oh, no, we're going hard. Come on, Trev.
So we just kind of get it at the end of Jim Hall's discussion right there. Jim Hall and Mike Greco, the coaches, Jim Booth rather, and Mike Greco, the coaches, and both from the Syracuse area.
Let's see if we can catch that last opportunity from the Sachems. As we see, look at that great move by Cook over there, and he looks right inside, and here's the shot. Catch it right off the crossbar, right over the head of Solomon. Bang, right off that crossbar, pops way out. It came out too strong. That's what I thought for him to hit his stick.
Good eyes. And here's a shot and a score from in close again on a bounce shot.
Todd Lawson takes a great right-handed shot. And again, Travis Solomon might be having some problems with maybe the artificial surface, maybe having some problems keeping his eye on the ball, because they're taking some tough shots. But again, Barry, it's tough to watch these shots. These guys shoot the ball a ton.
4 unanswered goals for Long Island as we watch Todd Lawson.
He winds up, Barry, and takes that nice overhand bounce shot. Okay, and look at it go off to the off-stick side of Travis Solomon.
Todd Lawson getting the goal from Jeff Fritz. That last one coming at 14:36 of the period, making it 6-2 in favor of Long Island as they have broken a 4-4 tie with 4 straight goals here. Syracuse has to change the momentum here. They try to come up with a face-off. Mark Burnham, but it's taken away by Syracuse, by Long Island. Good play by Rocco Guglielmo.
Did a great job coming up with the loose ball with men all over him. Oh, what a look inside. Tough. That was a tough pass to make.
Todd Esposito looking for Jeff Fritz off the crease. There you see Fritz 25.
And Fritz was just really covered by the defenseman. That was a tough pass.
4 seconds, 3. Can they get the shot off in time? And they do get it off, but the period comes to an end. Interesting first period, and Alan Lowe's got to be pleased. His Long Island club leads by 4.
Well, Barry, I think we can come up for air right now and see if we can catch our breath with the way the flow of this game has been going.
So that's the story at the end of 1 quarter and the debut of the American Lacrosse League. The Long Island Sachems 6 and the Syracuse Spirit 2. Kerry and I will be right back. You're watching the Long Island Sports Network.
More than 100 years before Columbus discovered America, there was a game played for pride and honor. Today, there still is. It's America's oldest game. It's pro lacrosse. Come out and see the Long Island Sachems and witness the game that combines the body contact of football, the stick handling of hockey, the running of soccer, and the high scoring of basketball. Score with the Sachems at Hofstra Stadium and see the fastest game on 2 feet.
Why should you make Apple Bank your bank? To find out, just look inside. You'll find people who care, like Regional Manager Jamie Hoffman. At Apple Bank, our people are concerned about what happens to your money and to you. We're committed to our customers and the community they live in because we've become part of it.
Apple Bank wants to grow with Long Island and the families who live here. That's why we hope you'll make our bank your bank.
Apple Bank for Savings. We're good for you.
Let's go down to Bob Galestine down on the field.
This is Norb Lucas, the father of Bob Lucas of the Syracuse Spirit. Did you ever think your son was going to play lacrosse again?
No, he was very happy when it happened. Everybody, all these guys are so happy that they got a chance to do something after their college days.
The Lucases came down from Syracuse for this game. What do you think of the rule changes?
Oh, they're excellent. I mean, especially getting rid of those 2 long sticks and keep those scores going up. You know, it makes it tough for these guys on defense, but the shooters sure got it made today.
Barry, I took a Barry took a quick poll, and that seems to be the consensus among the fans here.
Well, they're enjoying it. We hope you are at home. Barry Landers along with Kerry Gluck as we get ready for second quarter action. Bobby Lucas, 5'7", not a big guy like his dad there. You played at University of Baltimore. And an excellent right-handed shooter. Haven't seen too much of Bobby out there today, but we shall see him here in the second quarter, I'm sure. Syracuse got to change the momentum here, Kerry. What do you think they've got to try to do a little bit better?
Well, they haven't gotten much control of the face-offs. I think Naslonsky has really done a great job, as well as Rocco Guglielmo. Here we see them come up with the face-off, and that's really what they're going to have to do.
Donahue, number 17, was going after it.
I think one of the factors also is, as we've seen, the Sachems have been done a great job on the ground balls, and I think that's been a factor in the game.
Tommy Nelson going out of bounds. Flags go flying. And I think the call is going to go against Long Island here. Let's wait and see.
I would venture to guess it's going to be a push with possession. So we're going to see it right here on the replay. And here's the Sachem defender. That was number 28, Pete Olson, pushing the man out of bounds, and that's what they're calling. And Tom Nelson, the man who was taken advantage of on the sideline.
So they've got a man serving the penalty. Man-up situation. Syracuse scored on their only man-up earlier, and they'll work it to Tarbell. They've held him pretty much in check, Tarbell. Powers, who has both goals knocked away. Tarbell recovers. Back to Powers, watching him closely. Tarbell. They'll move it to the side to Burnham. They set up in a 1-3-2. Now they'll break it down. Here's Tarbell, one man behind, and that's Powers.
Interesting that Tarbell is the only man on the field with a blue helmet, Barry.
And the look in front. Oh, Nelson made a nice play to stop the shot in close, taken by Tommy Corey, number 4.
Tommy Corey, an excellent attackman, had a good opportunity, but Nelson did a great job of reacting to that, and that's one of his attributes, according to the coaches, that he's got great reflexes.
And there's a look at the young man we talked about, Bobby Lucas. You just heard from his dad. Happy to be on the field. Tom Corey, I think, is the Syracuse all-time leading scorer, an awesome left-handed shooter, and he was playing on that side to come around with it. Let's watch Powers still man up here. Syracuse needs a man up goal. Excellent defense over there by number 20, Vensak.
Look at Vensak all over him like a rug, Barry. He was doing a great job defensively.
And now Sachems will bring it across. Penalty is over. Nice look out in front, and it goes wide. We get a penalty as the possession change right there.
We have a loose ball push, Barry. The official called it a loose ball push, so it'll give the ball over to the Sachems and have a chance for them to get the offense on. Here's the replay on the push. Looks in tight into the crease area, comes across, and here's the push from the backside. It could have almost been a push from behind, which would have been a 30-second.
Doug Hall made quite a pass cross field, number 8, to set up that play. That was a great look.
That's pinpoint passing. That's passing at its best.
Here's Hall again with a pass. This time it's picked off by Tommy Rosa. And Solomon will look to clear. Syracuse with it, trailing 6-2 on the attack right now as they come in. And Nelson trying to get control of it. Nice play as he came off the crease to play it. Hall trying to run it down. Look at that collision. Hall hits Rosa. Clean check, and the ball goes back over, however, to Syracuse.
What a nice hit by number 16 for the Sachems. That was a great hit by Hall.
All right, so now it'll be played by Syracuse. Syracuse with the ball.
I'm sorry, Barry. That was Jimmy Trowbridge who laid that hit on number 16.
And now they'll make some changes here. Syracuse with possession, trailing 6-2. That's Mike Guy, number 16 for Syracuse, as they're working with Tommy Rosa and Eric Jeske. Jeske is 11. Former captain of Syracuse in '86. He can run all day. Great between those training lines, they tell us. There you can see ground balls pretty even. Syracuse hasn't been able to get the offense on track. Only one even strength goal. They had a one-man-up goal earlier. And as they try to carry around defensive play there, we get a whistle.
What a great over-the-head check by Aaron Jones. That was just super. Unfortunately called for the push, they said afterwards, but what a check that was.
Here's Jeske cut off. Over to Mike Guy, former star at Hobart, number 16. He'll get it back. Trying to make his move there against number 30. Against the defenseman there, Dan Tracy. Nice look out. Powers cut off, though. Excellent defensive positioning right there. John Edney, number 13, playing real good defense on Powers there.
John Edney was All-American at Hobart. He was also the Defenseman of the Year in 1983, Barry. And they say when he checks it, well, you know you got checked.
He's gone, got a penalty right here, delayed call. And as the shot was taken by Mike Guy, he was checked. We get maybe 2 flags thrown here. Let's see if they're going to call both penalties.
John Edney could have been just a little bit over-anxious there. He's going to get the call right here on the first penalty. They're calling a hold right there. He's up kind of high on that. And then we may also see an unnecessary roughness call afterwards. So we might have a 2-minute penalty here against the Sachems.
2 men down. Indeed, that is the call. We're trying to get the official call right here. There's 1 penalty. That young man over there heading off for Long Island, heading off over there, Tony Perettini.
Barry, it's not going to be 2 men down. Inadvertently, there is a 2-minute penalty. The same penalty committed by the same man, the same man committing 2 penalties.
All right, they do exactly have 5 defenders out there. Okay, so they'll work it now out in front, knocked away as Corey was trying to just shovel it in.
He's trying to sneak from behind, and as a matter of fact, they give the ball over to the Sachems. Look how quickly we get the ball in play. Aaron Jones losing it.
And as they battle on that far side, Jones lost it, so Syracuse gets it back. Mike Perkins, 13, gets the pass in front, and it's a score. And that one now makes it a 6-3 game. Coming up with a goal, Tommy Corey, number 4, the 5'10", 183-pound, 23-year-old, who was Syracuse's all-time leading scorer.
Well, when he gets room behind the cage to move around, he's going to be in trouble. He's a hustler. He really has an awesome lefty shot, and that's what he took right there. He took that lefty shot, as we'll catch it once again. Here's his lefty, low shot, really taken very well, screening off Mike Nelson off the defenseman.
So Tommy Corey comes up with a goal, a second man-up goal scored by Syracuse this afternoon, and it's 6-3 now. Time of the goal will be 4 minutes, 17 seconds. Goal scores for Syracuse today, 2 from Randy Powers, 1 from Tom Corey. Jeff Homeyer has scored twice for Long Island. Doug Hall, Todd Lawson, Todd Esposito, and Bob Cook have the other goals for the Long Island Sachems. All the teams in the league named after Indian names. The Sachems, a tribe from here on Long Island. And now Long Island with the ball. Their 4-goal lead has been cut to 3 as they'll make a change right now in the midfield. This is the shot from behind the goal as you look upfield. Interesting shot. Long Island with it now. Bob Cook, number 5, working in the midfield with Mormon, 24. Now Mormon sets a pick. Cook runs left off that pick. Todd Lawson is also out there, number 22. That's Lawson now with the ball. Watched by Lundblad. They've tried to isolate people on Lundblad all day. Gets the shot off wide of the goal, but it's played by Long Island. Here's Cook again, Ed Cook, number 9. Drops it out off the crease. Lundblad scoops it back to Solomon, intercepted by Cook. Oh, what quick hands. Bobby Cook coming up with a goal.
What anticipation, what reflexes by Bobby Cook. He, again, stole the ball away from the defenseman and just caught Travis Solomon one-on-one. He was inside the defensive area and just took that nice shot over Solomon's shoulder.
Again, Randy Lundblad just shoveled that ball back to Solomon, unsuspecting. Solomon was probably not expecting it, and there was Cook to pick it off. And it's been a rough afternoon for Lundblad.
And here we'll see it. There's the little shovel. Cook stepping right in between, and with his left goes over the shoulder of Solomon. Solomon really doesn't react, doesn't get the stick up quick enough. And of course, it's really hard at the pace of this game to react that quickly.
You know, it's funny, Kerry. They may not have had scouting reports, but it doesn't take long for players on the field to size up the opposition and know who might be weak, and you go right after them.
Well, you know what, Barry? These guys aren't strangers to one another either. A lot of them have been playing against each other in club ball. They've played against each other in college, so they know each other, quite a bit, and they know the weaknesses and the strengths of each of these players.
Bobby Cook has 2 goals.
As a matter of fact, I'd even add that a lot of them even played with one another. They played together on the national teams, the U.S. teams. They played together on the world team. So, I mean, they're not strangers to one another. They know weaknesses and strengths.
Yeah, that's a good point. Long Island going with Rocco Guglielmo for the faceoff, number 17. And we get the whistle. They'll do it all over again. And also on the faceoff that time for Syracuse was Pat Donahue. Violation against Long Island, or rather against Syracuse, so Long Island has the ball. Goes out and they'll put it quickly back in play. Boy, having those 8 ball boys really speeds up the game.
Oh, it keeps the ball in play constantly, Barry. There's just no time to rest. You can't lose your concentration as a defensive midfielder. You can't lose sight of your man. You can't turn your back. You've got to have full vision on him and the field at the same time.
Good cut by Bobby Piccola. Missed the net with a hard left-handed shot past to Piccola. He has it checked away as they battle for it behind the cage. Goes out of bounds over the end line. And again, Long Island quickly will put it in. Here's Piccola. Oh, Solomon couldn't hang on to it, and Travis Solomon having a tough afternoon. It's now 8-3 in favor of Long Island.
The shot was just so hard, it just ricocheted right off Solomon's stick and right into the cage. But again, you know what happened? Bobby Piccola quickly taking advantage of the fact that his defensive midfielder lost sight of him. And we'll see it on the replay. He's wide open when he takes a shot. Look at how quickly his defensive midfielder is just coming out on him now. You give these guys that kind of room, and look at it. Hits Solomon's stick and just goes in over his shoulder and into the cage. Now, the other play, Piccola took the shot. He cut down on the crease. He cut down so quick, as a matter of fact, that they couldn't get the feed to him. So it was really, he took the last 2 shots for the Sachems.
Ironically enough, that defender late was Bobby Lucas, who we just talked to his dad just a few minutes ago. Be that as it may, Long Island now leading 8-3, 9:04 to go here in the second quarter. Hope you're enjoying the action. American Lacrosse League, the first game of this season, and we're here at Hofstra Stadium as Syracuse's Tarbell comes up with it. Look out for Randy Powers. Look at him. Drop it off. Look at that passing. And it's finally broken up by Long Island.
I think maybe it's one pass too many. I think they had the opportunity to take the shot earlier, Barry, but tremendous stick control, tremendous accurate passing on the part of the Spirit.
How about that behind the back pass? I'd love to get another look at that one.
That was an excellent opportunity, but it's not worth it if it doesn't get to the man. And unfortunately, it looks great to the spectators, but the coach pulls his hair out when you see passes behind the back and it doesn't get there.
Well, Jim Booth, who played at Syracuse, their coach, and coached at Onondaga College, can't be happy right now. But remember, they have not had a scrimmage, and Long Island did have a scrimmage. Oh, hard check on Tommy Rosa. It's a clean one by Doug Hall. Boy,
what a
Hall's
great over-the-head check. Did you see Hall come over the head on that?
Bodies go flying in midfield. Also, Syracuse retaliates with a good check. But Long Island will get possession here. So the Sachems have it quickly as they move it downfield. Leading by 5. Doug Hall, who's played a super game working with Homeyer in the midfield. That's Hall 8. Billy Naslonsky is 15. Naslonsky, former star at Rutgers and Farmingdale High School here in the island. All of the players on Long Island from Long Island High School, and those of you watching up in the Syracuse area, New Channels Cable, glad that you're along to watch our telecast of the inaugural game of the American Lacrosse League. Picked off by Tommy Rosa. Haven't had many fast breaks. He's checked. Long Island all over the ball there.
Look at the hustle and the aggressive play by the Sachems. They're really working hard out there, Barry.
Eddie Cook with a big check there, and that one from in close, wide. Now we will have a timeout taken by the officials right here. 7:18 to go here in the second quarter. And the Long Island Sachems are leading by a score of 8-3. Well, Kerry, we talked about each team playing 15 regular season games, and the regular season will end July 31st, and then it'll be playoff time. All 6 teams will compete in a single elimination playoff, and that'll begin on August the 7th. We'll be back with more as we bring you the 1988 debut of the American Lacrosse League. I'm Barry Landers along with Kerry Gluck, and you're watching Pro Lacrosse on Cablevision's Long Island Sports Network.
More than 100 years before Columbus discovered America, there was a game played for pride and honor. Today, there still is. It's America's oldest game. It's Pro Lacrosse. Come out and see the Long Island Sachems and witness the game that combines the body contact of football, the stick handling of hockey, the running of soccer, and the high scoring of basketball. Score with the Sachems at Hofstra Stadium and see the fastest game on 2 feet.
Aloha. I'm Jerry McDougall, and I'm pleased to announce Apple Bank's exciting new sweepstakes, the Apple Aloha Stakes. We're giving away 25 fabulous deluxe vacations for 2 to beautiful Hawaii. Plus, there's 125 valuable runner-up prizes. You'll find entry forms at every Apple Bank branch. So come on in and enter now. The exciting Aloha sweepstakes are open to all. Apple Bank for savings, we're good for you.
Back at Hofstra Stadium, Barry Landers along with Kerry Gluck, where the Long Island Sachems lead the Syracuse Spirit 8-3. Play back in right now, midway through the second quarter. Long Island with the ball as we watch Mr. Bob Cook, who has 2 goals, work outside. Cook, former Adelphi star, go with either the right or left. Now working with Todd Lawson in the midfield, former Adelphi star as well, but some 7 years apart. Both played for Paul Daugherty's outstanding program. Nice look by Cook in front as the brothers nearly combined for a score. And then Solomon comes up with the loose ball. And we get a whistle and a crease interference against Long Island there.
Yeah, crease violation called against the Sachems. I think that was Tony Paratine who ended up in the crease, and he's pleading the fact that he was pushed from behind. But the officials say, sorry, Tony, we got to give the ball over to the Spirit.
So Syracuse trying to get something going. They got the first goal of the game, but they've only been able to score 1 even-strength goal, Kerry, in this game, and that's surprising with the offense that they came in with.
And it's also a credit to the defense of the Sachems. They're doing an outstanding job. The close defense and also the defensive midfield have been doing an outstanding job.
Here's Randy Powers, who has 2 of their 3 goals, working behind against John Edney. Powers has a ton of moves. Look at that one. Stop. And as they battle for possession, Syracuse gets it again. Good check in front, but it's recovered by Syracuse. And they'll try to set it up. Mike Guy is 16. Nice cross-field look, and a bounce shot by Eric Jeske. Stop.
Nice save, too, by Mike Nelson, who followed that ball. You watch him. He goes down right with the shot, Barry, keeping his concentration right on the ball.
And Long Island will get the ball right here. 5:56 to go as you look at the goaltender, Mr. Nelson.
Here's one of the few opportunities, Barry, that we've seen either team have a chance to set up a true ride. Syracuse now in a 3-man attack zone ride.
That's true, and now Long Island will go behind and try to set it up. As the attack working behind, Bruce Bruno is number 10. They move it out in front, and a bounce shot by Solomon. Who's going to get to the end line first? Syracuse hustles after it. Good hustle that time for Syracuse to come up with the ball. Number 27, the speedy defenseman Jeff Desko, the former All-American in Syracuse in '86.
One of his greatest attributes, Barry, is his speed, and there he showed it. He beat the attackman to the line. That's good hustle on the part of Desko.
Desko will put it in play. Paratini riding.
Back up, back up, back up.
And now again, we're seeing a chance here. The Sachems into a ride for one of the few times today. They're in their zone ride.
It's not the headset.
Now flip it back to Solomon. Remember, they've got to get it across in 25 seconds. They have a clock. And this guy, Kevin Sheehan, can run it out. Instead, he'll drop it off to a midfielder, but having trouble with the ball was Eric Jeske. Sachems should come up with a loose ball here.
Good defensive work. Good ride by the Sachems. They did a good job to take the ball back and get over to the offense.
And there are players changing on the fly. Todd Esposito, number 23, has come on, along with Rocco Guglielmo, 17, and Bobby Piccola, number 11. So the B midfield unit, so to speak, is on. Here's Guglielmo out of Roanoke College and Baldwin High School.
That was John Williams. I think we have to give credit to John on his aggressive ride there, Barry, who came up with the check to give the ball back to the Sachems.
Bruce Bruno's pass picked off, one of the few pass breaks Syracuse has had all day. Tommy Rosa dropping it off now, the lookout in front, and it's fired wide from in close that time. They should have been able to cash in. Mike Guy missing on that one.
That shot just a little bit high, but it was a good opportunity, good fast break for the Spirit.
And now we'll get an illegal procedure call. I guess they have made an illegal substitution there against Syracuse, and they lose possession.
Well, what happened was, Barry, the man came on the field before the other man came off, so they got called for the illegal procedure.
Long Island with 6 more shots, and they lead by 5, looking to make it 6 here. Cook with a close-in shot. Solomon with the big stick stopped it, and now they're getting some fast breaks going here off that quick transition by Solomon. But they're cut off. Mike Guy, number 16, former star at Hobart. Over to number 15, and they'll work it outside. Bobby Lucas. That's Dave Fouge, 14. This unit hasn't played much as Donahue gets it cross. Here's Lucas moving to the cage. Shot partially blocked. Look out in front, hit the pipe. Tough luck there on Tommy Nelson.
2 pipes for the Spirit, Barry, or 2 pipe shots that we've seen deflected.
Tough
Again,
luck.
another good opportunity and a good piece of the equipment by Mike Nelson.
Tommy Nelson, who slides beautifully. He's a finesse attackman. Finds the open holes. Remember him at Yorktown? He's been an outstanding player for several years. Played at Syracuse, Tommy Nelson. Of course, they've got the Gate brothers over there, making a lot of people forget the Nelson brothers.
That's true, Barry. But Tommy Nelson is an outstanding attackman, and he really finds the seams and, on the defense.
Oh, Doug Hall with a nice pass in front as he was looking for his teammate Ed Cook. And Cook just couldn't get it, but Doug Hall's been very impressive here today.
Look very nice. I'll tell you what I'm really impressed with Sachem. They look for each other real well. They play a nice team game.
Kevin Sheehan with a big stick. Tommy Corey had it checked away, but a flag is thrown. It'll be on the Sachems, and it'll be a 1-minute penalty coming up here.
That's going to be, they're calling the flash against the Sachems, giving the Syracuse team another opportunity on their man up. And they've been doing a pretty good job with their man up, Barry.
Well, we had 8 goals scored in the first quarter. Scoring pace has slackened a little bit here in the second. We've had only 3. And Syracuse, 2 for 3 man up, gets another chance here. They've got to take advantage of these chances because they haven't done all that much even strength, although they did hit those 2 pipes, Carey, as you mentioned. Now working Randy Powers behind. Mike Perkins, number 13, he's got an awesome shot. So does this guy, Tarbell. Tarbell bounces one, good shot, and a good stop by Nelson. As they try to get to that ball, number 20 was Vensak. Boy, Vensak.
You see him hustle to that ball, Barry? He really worked to get that loose ball.
Now Vensak trying to set up his teammate Bruce Bruno, throws it away, and Syracuse will get it back. 2:01 left now. Here in the first half, Syracuse down by 5, still a man-up situation.
But you know what happens, though, Barry? Vensak, although he did throw the ball away, forces Syracuse to start all the way from the other end of the field, which eats up time on the man down.
Now penalty about halfway through. Tommy Corey working one-on-one. Look out in front, and a score from Mike Perkins. That's the kind of shot, the awesome right-handed shot we have been told that this guy Mike Perkins has, a guy who can pick corners in traffic, and he let go of the bullet there to give him their 3rd man-up goal and cut the deficit to 4.
Well, he showed he's got the ability to take the shot from the outside, Barry. He's noted for his great shooting, and here you'll see it on the replay as he gets a nice feed up top, and here he pops out. Perkins with the one-handed stab, and his defenseman duck a little bit to screen off the goalie, and Tommy Martello gets the assist and a great feed and a great shot by Mike Perkins.
Well, Perkins coming up with the goal. That's his first professional goal, but he scored a ton at Cortland State, where he was a real fine player. So now the game is 8-4, and we await the face-off coming up here. Looks like it'll be Tommy Rosa taking the face-off against Billy Naslansky. Naslansky 15, Rosa 19. As the wings come in to try to help out here. No clear possession. Get some pushing going on. And the ball goes over to Syracuse.
Yeah, I think we call the loose ball push on Homeyer, so they give the ball over.
And now another flag is thrown.
That's a delay of game penalty. Homeyer, who hit the ball with his stick, is called for a delay of game, and he got a 30-second penalty for that. And again, we'll see the Sachems man down. Now, this could really hurt. This takes away some momentum from the Sachems, who've been doing a great job, and you don't want to, with only a minute and a half to go in the half, give up 2 goals on those kind of plays, Barry.
Mark Burnham put it in play, number 12. 18 is Greg Tarbell. Watched by Aaron Jones. 6 against 5 here, man up. We're down to 1:18 to go, first half. Bob Galestine with a big halftime coming up. He'll be talking to John Pappas, GM of this Long Island club, as they throw it away behind Mike Perkins. Not a good pass for Syracuse.
No, it wasn't a good pass at all. You can't afford to throw it away on the man up, but they've been executing nicely on their man up. Quickly, they're looking to take the ball, and of course, Vensak is going to clear it for the Sachems as outstanding.
Perkins
defenseman.
with a check, and he was double-teamed, hit from behind and in front, lost the ball. But a good check by Mike Perkins from behind as he had the angle. And Syracuse gets it back right here.
And Tarbell hit him hard up front, coming in from the front, too. But Vensak's a big guy. He's tough.
Mark Burnham swings it over to Powers. Powers lets go of the shot. Nelson, good stop.
And we're all even now, Barry. And it's just under a minute to go in the half, 40 seconds.
Doug Hall up the left wing side. Moving downfield on Tarbell. Let's go with the shot, and the save is made by Solomon.
And here comes Perkins back the other way.
Perkins, 6'1", 185, real strong to his right. Checked as he got the shot off by Todd Lawson. Great play by Lawson.
Good check, too, because I'll tell you, I think Mike Perkins was coming in on goal. He had a good opportunity there if Lawson wasn't able to check that stick.
You see that guy coming in from any closer than he was, 15 yards, forget it.
Look at this pass, almost beautiful. Half the field.
Lawson, number 22, with 10 seconds now to go. He'll try to get the shot off in time. 7 seconds, Solomon got a piece of it. Bruno behind, over to Nelson, the lookout in front of the score!
Oh, what a